Hey everyone, Julia from Sunday Sounds here. In this video, we're going to take a look at our song-specific patch designed in the style of the song you see on the screen. I'm going to demonstrate this song patch in its original key and at its original tempo. You can change the key you play or hear the song patch in by using Easy Transpose, and you can change the tempo as well. Details on how to adjust both the key and the tempo are included in your download. For this video, I'll be demonstrating the MainStage version of this song-specific patch. If you purchase the Ableton Live version, you'll be able to use this video to follow along just the same, seeing as the hand positions, song sections, layer ranges, and sound of the patch are the same. In MainStage, you'll use your mod wheel to move through the various song sections. In Ableton, you'll use the macro knob labeled Song Section. Be sure to check out the full demo video for this song patch to see all the parts and sections in order and how we move the song section control throughout the song. This song patch has piano, pads, arps, synth, bass, and strings all triggered in the left-hand range, which stretches from here up to here. When the song section control is all the way down, you'll have some arps and chords triggered in this lowest octave. Then you'll have a synth sound from this note up to this note. Then there will be a piano sound from this note up the rest of the keys. Then when you bring the song section control to 1/3 or above, this range will turn into all piano with some octave piano stuff happening up here. And then you'll also hear some other arps and chords triggered in this range. And then the low octave will continue to hold the rest of the chords and arps and sounds that you'll be playing. Then as you move up the positions on the mod wheel, just keep in mind that you'll want to keep your right hand on this note or above just to stay out of that left hand range. You'll start the song with the song section control all the way down for your intro, down verse, and down chorus. At 1/3 is the turnaround and the medium verse. At 2/3 is the medium chorus, and all the way up is the bridge and the big chorus. And remember that whether you're in MainStage or Ableton Live, these positions are the same. For the intro, you'll have the song section control all the way down. You'll be playing single notes in the highest octave of the left hand and a synth riff up in this range. Here's what this part sounds like. You'll notice that the right hand part is syncopated, so that means that you're playing all of the notes in the right hand on offbeats. In order to keep track of where your offbeats are, I like to think of my left hand as anchoring this part to the rhythm, to the beat, and then my right hand I play alongside it. So if you want to practice this, I would practice just the left hand first. Then add the right hand in, keeping in mind that that first note comes in slightly before the first beat of the left hand. For the down verse, you'll have the song section control all the way down. You'll play single notes in the high octave of your left hand and a synth riff in your right hand. This part is essentially the exact same as the intro, so if you haven't watched that section of the tutorial, go back and watch it. Your right hand will be playing a syncopated riff along with your left hand just playing single notes on the chord changes. This riff does change slightly halfway through the verse, so I'll show you the first part and then show you what changes. So you'll play that for the first two lines of this down verse. Then once you get to the third line of the down verse, you'll just add in an additional note in the right hand. Here's what this part sounds like. So for that last note, instead of playing this note, you'll just jump up and play that note. You'll do that for the last two lines of the verse as well. The next time you play the verse, you'll have the song section control at 1/3. You'll play octaves in the left hand, and your right hand will just play simple chords. Remember that at this position, we do get a piano sound in this range, where there wasn't before. So you can play your chords down here, you can play them up in this range as well if you'd like, however you want to play those inversions. I like to keep them simple and keep my chords down in this range, like this. For the down chorus, you'll have the song section control all the way down. You'll play single notes in the lowest octave of your left hand range, and you're going to play chords up in this range. Remember that at this lowest song section control position, we only have piano sound from this note up the rest of the keys, so you want to keep your chords above that note. Here's how I like to play these chords. So I like to keep that top note playing the melody line. And then just fill in and play the third or the fourth below that note, whatever fits in the chord. So with both hands, it would look like this. And you'll notice that in that lowest octave, we are now triggering a synth arp, which is the same part as the synth riff that we were playing in the verse. So just be sure to listen for that and line up your hands accordingly. The second time you play the chorus, you're going to have the song section control at 2/3. For this one, you'll play octaves in the left hand, and your right hand will play what we call the piano lead. Now the piano lead is very similar to the chords that you just played, and it's just playing that top note, that melody in the right hand, and I like to play it in octaves, but if you want to just play it in single notes, you can absolutely do that. You could play it up in this octave or down in this octave. So here's what it looks like playing the octave version of that. The next time you play the chorus, you'll start by playing a down chorus with the song section control all the way down, playing it again just in that lowest octave of the left hand, and playing those simple chords up here just like we played that first down chorus. You'll play half of this chorus this way, then you'll increase the song section control all the way up, and move into the big version of the chorus, which is octaves in the left hand, and then that piano lead that follows the melody in the right hand. Then you'll repeat the chorus and play this one 100% big. For the turnaround, you're going to have the song section control at 1/3. This part comes after the first down chorus and moving into the second verse. For this part, you'll play octaves in the left hand and you'll play a piano riff in the right hand. Now this riff is very short, so let me play just the right hand for you. And that's it, very simple. So playing with both hands, it sounds like this. And this sets you up well for the next verse. For the bridge, we're going to have the song section control all the way up. The first time through the bridge is a down bridge. So what we're actually going to do is drop off the lower octave of the left hand and just play in this higher octave. Now in this higher octave at this position, you'll hear a high synth pad and piano notes. Now these notes aren't triggering piano chords, so I do want to mention that I like to jump down and play piano chords to fill out that sound in this octave. Keep in mind that you should not play multiple notes in this octave because you will trigger multiple pad chords, which can clash and not sound great. So you'll play in this octave single notes, and you'll play chords here until we get to the part where you want to play the piano lead, which is at the end of each line. So for the beginning of the line, here's how I like to play this. Then, as you notice, I jump my right hand up to prepare for the piano lead. Here's what the lead sounds like. Then the second half of the lead sounds like this. Now these parts are syncopated and start on different beats. So I'm going to play through 2 lines of the bridge so you can see how we move from those chords to that lead line, back to the chords, and the second part of the lead line. So if you notice, that second part of the lead line starts before the first part did, so that you could play all 3 notes before the downbeat of the next line. Versus in the first part of the lead line, you only play 2 notes, and then the third one is played at the same time as the left hand. I'll demonstrate it one more time so you can see that. So you'll play through this pattern one more time for this down bridge. Then you'll bring in the low octave of the left hand and play in octaves. And in your right hand, you can continue to play the lead line the same way, and you don't need to jump down to play the chords in your right hand if you don't want to. I also like to play that lead line in octaves just to make it feel bigger because I like to do that, but you don't have to play that if that's too difficult. The bridge does come back later in the song. For this part, you'll bring the song section control down to 1/3. And you're just going to play single notes in the lowest octave of the left hand so you don't trigger the arps and bright sounds in the upper octave. Then your right hand is going to play a new piano lead line. Here's what this one sounds like slowly. So this part is pretty dense and it can go pretty quickly along with the chords of the left hand. I'll play it at tempo so you can see what it is with both hands, and then I'll break it down one more time. So the left hand is still playing that 3-chord pattern, Here's the right hand super slow so you can see all the notes. So you'll notice that this part is also a syncopated rhythm. You'll start playing the first note before the downbeat, right? And then some of the other notes are syncopated as well. Just one more time. Then at the very end of the bridge, there's an outro or a tag. And for this part, you just repeat that last line one more time. And for this part, I like to stop playing the part in my right hand and just bring the song section control down and play single notes in that low octave. Be sure to watch the full demo video to see all these parts in order and how we move the song section control throughout the song. Song-specific patches work best in the Sunday Keys template for MainStage and Ableton Live. Sunday Keys gives you all the sounds and tools you need to play live worship keys, and all of our song-specific patches integrate seamlessly with Sunday Keys. You can learn all about Sunday Keys for MainStage and Ableton Live on our website. Thanks for checking out this song-specific patch. I'm Julia with Sunday Sounds, and I'll see you next time.